Now, each week we are joined by our hair expert, Pamela Morrissey, for the latest hairstyles. Now, this week we're emulating that fabulous Oscar hair, and of course we'll all want to get this as we're out and about in the next while. Now, I suppose we're heading into summer. Pam, again, I think some of the styles of the Oscars, as always, that very kind of relaxed, almost done undone, as you always call it.
Yeah, all very DIY-able, I'd say, right? A lot of the celebrities changed their look twice, which was amazing.
I know.
And
they're making up for lost time, I guess.
They are making up for lost time. I loved every bit of it. It was very dramatic, it was very glamorous, and we're going to show you how to in our own version. So one of the first things I've seen was Zendaya.
Yeah.
She had two gorgeous looks. She had two very different looks, but one very slick and one very light and textured. So one of her first looks, actually one of the first looks here is the very slick one. So we'll transfer over here. And
I mean, that's a totally different look for her, I think.
And again, it's very simple.
Yeah,
now, how you go about this look, right, is this is a really hard hold gel. I love the name. It's called, it has screaming hold, it says, right? So you can imagine that. Now, how you apply gel is through the hands, and you start with the ends of the hair, right?
We're going back a few years. Because do you remember the gel that used to literally set your hair and it wouldn't move?
Exactly. But gel is huge now. Sorry there now. Gel is huge now. Again, through the ends of the hair, leaving the top of it alone, the part you want to see most. So we're going to comb gently back in, and this does absolutely have screaming hold. And you get a nice polish with that, with your hands, mould it together.
And would you do the same, Pam, if you had, say, long hair? It'd be the same kind of theory, just going back like that.
All handwork, hand and comb. But it has to be a very hard hold gel. Now, the signature part here, right, is the front part. Again, you're going to not put too much on that first so you don't lose control. And then what's left over on my hand there, can you see that polish coming into it? Now, you'll slick all that back at the very back here. And then, Maura, just a gentle clip. Maybe
just to hold it.
Just one on each side if needed. Now, again, you don't, I can feel this gel really hardening already. This would go behind. Now, our barber's ears here aren't very big.
No, they're not real live ears.
They're not real live ears, but normally you would go behind. But you can just see how simple that look is to get. It's a very polished, easy
And Pam,
look.
you know, if you wanted that type of look, would you ever put gel in the comb and use it that way, or would that be?
Yeah, you would, Maura.
Could you just to kind of push it?
Just make sure it's wet. Don't let it dry. Make sure it's wet because it'll only move when it's wet. And then with a toothbrush is another thing. If you're looking for that very
straight hairs.
Look. Yeah, or you know those baby hairs that you can't get rid of around the front? A toothbrush and a hard hold gel on those. Okay. They'll really give you that polish.
Very good.
Now, this is a really cool look.
This is her other look as well.
Again, this is kind of 80s referenced as well. It's a French roll, right? It's a textured French roll. Now, French rolls were always notorious for being difficult to get, right? But with texture, there's lots of imperfections, so it's fine. Now, one of the top tips for doing a French roll on long hair is put a bobbin on the end of it, or a go-go, right? Just to keep your control. And then just coil it in together like this, right?
Oh, that's a good tip.
Isn't it?
I can do a French roll. I find it very easy to do that with my hair.
Well, you've got texture.
Well, I do it with my hair, but I never thought of the bobbin on the end to give it almost that kind of stability.
Well, you're getting the control already. Now, with these little fellas there.
Can you turn that slightly so we can see a little there? Sorry now, Pam, just for people at home.
There now. We'll just get Barbara. Well, this is actually Jess now. Sorry, Jess. We're getting confused. So there, this is a better view, all right. So we're going to, again, roll this in, coil it in, nice and tight. Our girls are getting sick of us now these days. I think they've done too much for us. So this is a hook clip, right? So it's not a typical clip. You're hooking this French roll into the hair. Can you see that? What's happening here in Uemura is my texture is giving me all of my support. So look, again, hook. Can you see how I'm hooking it there?
We can, yeah. You kind of, so you don't see the clips.
Yeah, and it's not a clip. It's not a regular clip. You get these in the chemist. They're about €2 for a packet. You see these here? They would have been known as setting clips, actually, because we used to use them years ago in the salon to set rollers into the hair.
That's what, I remember, like for the old-fashioned, almost like going under the dryer.
Under the dryer with the setting rollers, exactly.
I think that should come back, the whole set. I love that. I still think that it's a great way of holding hair.
Wasn't it so reliable? Now, I'm just going to run you through the top of this now, right? So we've got our French roll effect here. We'll turn Jess around again. And now the texture part of it is just all handwork and spray. Again,
just give it volume.
You're literally, these girls are getting very unstable on us these days.
Okay, well we get the idea there, actually.
You're going to spray this texture into it, and voila. a pair of earrings, and you can see the lovely shape. You know, that French roll shape, it's a very solid shape.
It is, and it will hold like that.
It will.
Okay, let's take a look at who we're going to next. Jessica Chastain. I have to say now, I always love everything about her. I love her
She's around a
style.
lot.
Yeah. So 2 looks there.
She's around a lot lately. Now, this is a ponytail, one of my favourites, right? Now, I've done a little bit of prep work here. So, again, we have... So, we have our ponytail through here. Nice.
You left 2 pieces out,
I've left 2 pieces out. So, all I'm going to do with these pieces is pull them over the side. One sec there, and we'll get our girl right. Pull them over the side, and with a clip, Maura, underneath... We're going to clip this underneath and clip that piece right up in. And the same then with the other side. We'll pull this over. And like this is really just a very simple point. This would be lovely for a confirmation, even for, you know, a 12 or 13-year-old. Equally, it's a bridesmaid look or a night out look.
So the reason you left the 2 pieces out is just to dress it?
To dress it, to give that finesse at the back, right? And give that kind of Oscars.
And you can't see also the little go-go thing.
And then, look, a nice pull here.
Oh,
like I always say, if you put a bit of pressure on the bobbin here and pull these little fellas out,
giving it
you
volume.
Get that gorgeous bit of red carpet volume then as well.
Brilliant.
Here. We'll turn her around and then again to the front, all very visual. Use your fingertips. And what I'll always say is leave a little bit of hair down at the front until you're completely finished. And then you can just place that where you need to place it. But again, a real lovely red carpet look.
Oh,
dress that up with what
that's so easy. And that would go with any outfit, to be honest, whether,
it would go with any outfit.
You could wear that casually or dressed up.
Absolutely. And like the trick is really those 2 pieces. Let those 2 pieces hang loose and you've full control. Now, another great thing to do with this is to take it back down for your nighttime look. Okay. So if you were out for dinner that day, if you were at a wedding, you were a bridesmaid, whatever, you take it down and
this is her second look.
This is her second look. Again, you take this hair down and make sure that the trick with this look, Maura, is actually just to make sure that it's tongued properly before you put the blow dry, before you put the ponytail in. Because when you take it down, it'll just tumble back down into a blow dry. Over the shoulder, pull over the shoulder. Again, I'll always say put a little clip behind the ear here, pull over the shoulder and let it tumble in. So
just that tussle kind of look is just
yeah, and it's all in the base. Now, a great tip for anybody getting ready for any type of occasion is the prep for the few weeks beforehand. Get a good shampoo conditioner. There's a beautiful, luxurious one here by Uemura.
Oh, yes.
High shine. You know, it's worth the investment.
I've used them before.
Yeah, it is luxury, but if you've got a big occasion coming up, it is worth.
And do you really believe if you kind of shampoo and condition for a few weeks before that you will get that?
Oh, you will.
You'll see it that quickly.
You will. A good shampoo and conditioner will keep that hair shaft sealed, and that's all shine is. Yeah. The difference between younger looking and older looking hair is a sealed hair shaft, and a good shampoo and conditioner will make sure that hair shaft is sealed. So
especially after a colour, Pam, is it that to keep that colour fresh?
Especially after a colour, yeah.
You don't want the colour fading.
Exactly. Yeah. So there are my Oscars hacks.
Very good. Thank you very much, Pam. And Pam will be back a little bit later on because we're going to talk about our hairstyle of the week and the salon of the week. Now, if you are a hairstylist that is creating great styles, we'd love to hear from you. Email us your photos to today@rt.ie with as much information as you can, and we might feature you as our hairstyle of the week. Nadahi.